Letters from Yorkshire, Maura Dooley. Letters from Yorkshire opens with a description of a man working in his garden during winter in Yorkshire. He noticed some migrating birds returning, which prompts him to write a letter to the speaker, who lives some distance away, probably in a city. The speaker would appear to work in an office, maybe as a journalist, and she reflects on how different her life is from the man's in Yorkshire. She is grateful for the letters as they forge a connection between her and the man and helps to bridge the physical distance between them. The relationship between the speaker and the man is unclear. They could be family members, friends, or lovers, although the phrase, "it's not romance," may indicate that the relationship is platonic. However, this phrase also refers to the view that there's nothing idealistic about the man's country life in Yorkshire. What is clear is that their relationship is a close one, and the speaker is invigorated by the letters. This is the case to such an extent that she feels that their very souls are linked together, which would suggest that they are, almost literally, soulmates. The man's other world is conveyed precisely and realistically. The cold Yorkshire weather brings its own physical challenges, such as chilblains and back-breaking work, hence why it isn't romantic or more real. Yet there are benefits, such as being closer to nature, its seasons and cycles, as birds return bringing the promise of spring. It is likely that it is this which makes the letters from the man so pleasurable. In contrast, the speaker seems more self-conscious, even embarrassed by her life. The line, "feeding words onto a blank screen," makes her work seem empty and pointless. Consequently, a key feature of Letters from Yorkshire is Dooley's use of contrasts. The difference between the speaker and the man, with the former working on a computer screen, whilst the latter works in a garden close to nature and the seasons. The speaker talks of the man's other world and wonders if his life is more real than hers because it's steeped in work in the earth. The references to mainstream news and the more personal news in the letters. The winter opening, which contains a hint of spring, and how the two people also live apart, separated by icy miles. Significantly, Dooley begins the poem in the third person, making it feel a little impersonal and distant from the man, before moving to the more personal first person, with extensive use of the pronouns you and me, but which still convey a degree of separation. However, at the very end, she uses our to signify the couple's emotional union. Overall, there's a good deal of deliberate ambiguity about this poem. It's possible to argue that the poem contains a sense of regret and longing, maybe dissatisfaction on the speaker's part. Equally, there's clear evidence to infer the speaker's gratitude and appreciation of the simple things in life. Ultimately, though, this is a poem which is about how physical distance doesn't need to be a barrier between people, whatever the status of their relationship. In the end, such connections are fulfilling and enriching. Letters from Yorkshire acts as a kind of bridge between the romantic love poems in the Love and Relationships collection and the poems about family love. It depends on how you choose to read the relationship between the speaker and the man in Yorkshire. Certainly, the idea of separation is present, which is also the case with many of the other poems, for example, I Think of Thee and The Farmer's Bride, or Mother Any Distance and Walking Away. The notion that nature can overcome differences can also be found in Love's Philosophy and Winter Swans.